Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my very first process video for you guys. It's my title page from my 2017 Project Life album. Um, I like to do sort of a title page when I start the year so I can have a little bit about my goals in there. Um, just kind of give, the whole album a little bit of title and context. You can see here I'm kind of flipping through some different Project Life cards that I have, trying to figure out what sort of look that I want to go with for the first page of my album. I have these kind of neat pie chart type images from A Beautiful Mess, one of their Messy Box kits. So I'm kind of just playing around here with a couple different cards. I don't really like the way this text looks on the Hello New Year card, so I'm trying to cover it up with some stickers. Um, really just playing around with all of these cards because I'm not entirely sure what I want. Um, I end up really liking this colored card that I cut out of a larger 12 by 12 piece, and I really want to use this January card as well because I just think it's kind of fun that it has a month on it. So I'm trying to figure out how to balance all these things, and I end up with a lot of text. So I get rid of the keep your face to the sun card, and I'm thinking I want to make a list of my goals for the new year. So I'm feeling good about this colorful card, and I have this Heidi Swapp um, sticker here that it's a little hard to get the back off, but I like the way that that looks in the center. It says worry less, live more. And I like the idea of that for going with my New Year goals. I have a lot of anxiety, so that seemed like a good sort of thing to include. You can see I'm bringing back out that piece, that 12 by 12 piece of paper that I cut that card from. And I'm using my Kelly Parkey largest label here um, to kind of cut something out to cover up that year on the January card because I don't really like the way that it looks. I don't really want to write in it. I think it's just not going to look great if I try to do that. So I'm going to try to cover that up with a stamp. And um, I use my label stamp that I use a lot on this kind of medium colored coral from this Maggie Holmes scrapbook paper. So you can see I'm like reaching across the table here. Um, I'm thinking that that's going to be about the right size to kind of cover up that spot that I really don't like. So I'm cutting it out here um, to see if that's going to cover the spot that I want to cover up. I try with things in my stash just to use them the best that I can, even if that means like using a Project Life card that I don't love and covering up the image or words that are on it with something else. I can still use that card even if I don't love it. So that's what I'm trying to do here is cover up this sort of fill in the blank spot because I don't think it looks great. And this label actually fits perfectly there, so I'm feeling good about that. And I like that the color coordinates with the card that I cut out. So now I'm trying to figure out how to add the year to that label without it looking bad. So I'm checking out some different alpha numbers that I have. I don't like the way that the large one looks, so I'm thinking about these small um, rectangular alphas, which I actually use a lot. These are also Maggie Holmes from her Gather collection. So I'm just spelling out 2017 in these alpha, um, and it doesn't quite fill up the whole box, which I don't like, so I go ahead and add a exclamation point because 2016 was kind of a hard year for me, so I'm very happy that it's a new year. And I like the way that that looks, so I go ahead and stick that down on the card. Um, and I think that that actually works really well. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I want to add to these cards. I have a lot of goals that I set every year, and I want to sort of represent them on this Make It Happen card here, but I obviously can't write out every single goal that I have because I have way too many. So I'm kind of writing slowly because I'm also looking at my Evernote document where I keep my list of goals and kind of trying to summarize a few of those goals and their categories just to give myself an idea without having every exact goal in there and taking up a ton of space with it. So I'm kind of spreading them out and just journaling them on this card. This is a old card from a Kelly Perky kit. She kind of did a grab bag thing of leftover cards that she had, and so I purchased one of those because I'm always looking for more cards for my stash. So I find that they're working out pretty well for me to add journaling here and there in my spread. So you can tell that it's taking me a little while because I'm trying to figure out the best representation of my many goals in this card here. The pen that I'm using is a Lay pen, which is one of my favorites. I love to use them in my planner and also on some snail mail. And they're a really nice thin tip, which I think works well for smaller project life albums because then your journaling doesn't have to be gigantic. Um, and so here I'm getting my date stamp ready to kind of put in that it's a new year in this spread. It always takes me a little while because it's cursive. The month is cursive, and so upside down. I'm never quite sure which month I'm looking at. So I go ahead and stamp that kind of next to one of the sides of this hexagon here on the colorful card, excuse me. And I like the way that that looks, so I go ahead and put it in the pocket. I add my journaling, and then I add my month. I feel like there's a little bit of space at the bottom of that label that I don't love, so I'm kind of looking through my stickers, trying to see what I want to add to it, and I'm kind of struggling to find something that I like. So sometimes that happens when you're working on your spread that you just don't really know exactly what you want to put in a certain spot, but you can tell that it's not right. And so sometimes I'll go back and take a second video when I make changes to it, and then other times I don't have time to do that. So in this case, the video will be done, but in the end, at the last picture, you'll see that I made some changes to this spread. So you can see that I added a piece of washi tape there at the bottom by the date, the year, and then at the top I added more washi tape and a Heidi Swapp sticker that says enjoy the little things with a heart. So I really like the way that turned out. The colors work well, and I think it's a good intro to my album. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.